increasing every day. The vaccine name I have not, but this was having corona as a part of that name. Isn't yesterday? Do you know what was the number yesterday? Number of COVID yes, 96,000. Imagine 96,000 new patients per day. One of my batchmates, Gurjot Kaur, very close friend of mine. It was informed by her family today that she has got this positive test and she has been admitted into the hospital and she is in a serious condition. What do they say? Actually, no one is bothered about people, I'm telling. Every day we read the news that only VVIPs are getting better treatment, all others, we don't know what is there. And this is also a fact that most of the senior doctors, they are not coming close to these patients. They are not coming. They are saying that corona warriors. I think only nursing staff and the new doctors, they are fighting this fight. वो लोग तो केवल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस और ये करने में लगे रहते हैं. So we were developing this vaccine. Covaxin has been developed by Hyderabad-based Bharat Biotech in collaboration with Indian Council of Medical Research. They had declared that by 15th of August they will be in the final shape. Nothing happened. The Health Ministry also announced the use of Electronic Vaccine Intelligence Network (EVIN). Exam में आएगा ये. An innovative technology solution aimed at strengthening immunization supply chain system across the country. This is being implemented under the National Health Mission. ये भी याद रखना है आपको. To get real-time information on vaccine stocks and flows and storage temperature across all cold chain points in the country. Only the new doctor, that's why I'm saying. The residents, they are known as residents. They are basically using which bot is it is which bot? याद करो, what is the name of that system when such a huge data is to be? No, not Xenobot. Data lake. So they are using data lake. It will have to be a very powerful system. And when I was talking to some doctor here, he told me that, sir, it will be having two parallel lines of controls running. Because suppose somewhere it fails, system may fail anywhere. Of course, this is a machinery. So the whole system may not collapse. So they will be having two lines running simultaneously. Okay, this was very important. What is iLab? Can you tell me what is iLab? If it is mobile testing lab, why is I is there? If it is only mobile lab, why I is there? Okay, you remember it. iLab is basically infectious disease diagnostic lab. Okay, iLab is basically infectious disease diagnostic lab on wheels. So iLab is basically infectious disease diagnostic lab on wheels. It is India's first digital mobile laboratory. First digital mobile laboratory. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign, Ministry of Science and Technology and Andhra Pradesh Meditech Zone have collaborated to address the shortage of clinical healthcare technologies in India and move progressively towards a stage of self-sufficiency. Now, idea here, what is there? Its basic objectives to ensure testing facilities in far-flung areas where generally it is not possible to have access or partial access. iLab belongs to biosafety level 2. The ready-made question है ये. अभी देखो ना, what is there? Just wait one slide. So there are 4 biosafety levels: BSL1, BSL2, BSL3, BSL4. As we progress at the higher number, it means situations are serious there. The risk is more. That's why I tried to make this arrow also. So when we move from BSL1 to BSL4, the risk increases. Okay. Quickly, let us know what is the difference between BSL1, 2, 3. In BSL1, remember it, very, very minute differences, but you have to hear it very cautiously. Under biosafety level 1, research is conducted on agents that are not known to consistently cause disease in healthy adults. E. coli, non-pathogenic, E. coli, all right. So this type of BSL laboratory follows standard microbiological practices and requires the fewer precautions. ज़्यादा precaution लेने की जरूरत नहीं होती, because the risk is minimum to the laboratory personnel. The important thing is that the BSL1 laboratory is not isolated from general buildings or human traffic laboratories. When we go to biosafety level 2, here they conduct research in these laboratories on indigenous agents that are present in community and associated with human disease posing a moderate risk. Now, from BSL1 to BSL2, when we come, the risk increases and it is of moderate risk, like HIV, hepatitis B, salmonella. Now important thing is that for a common man, these are very, very dangerous. Because if we get hepatitis B, either we die or we carry for the whole life. Similarly, HIV, now the medicines are there, but you will have to take those medicines throughout your life. This level is appropriate for research on any human-derived blood, bodily fluids, tissues, or human cells in which the presence of infectious agent may be unknown. So this is very serious thing, that we don't even know what type of infection is there in that tissue, and we are experimenting. So that may be very dangerous. So access to BSL2 laboratory is restricted to trained personnel while research is being conducted. Only trained persons can enter into that area, not a normal person. Okay. Now, biosafety level 3. Here, it conducts research on indigenous or exotic agents with potential for respiratory transmission. Now here, the drugs, etc., or the research on which the